No, we'd be out here till next week looking for you if you're there. All right, we're en route. We'll see you there in a little bit. All right, tally ho! He's north.
I'll be back at 10:20. This is K9HMX for the Muncie Foxhunt.
Okay, we're not close in. Say again? No, and with 45 watts, which he just disclosed, that's a lot of power. I had, with the beam horizontal, I'm going to have to put the attenuator in line next.
Yeah.
With the beam horizontal, the best I was able to get him was pointing right back towards Minnetrista.
Well,
so,
could be on campus.
but from where we were, we didn't hear him there. We could try that because unless he's going towards campus, but I'm starting to get him still a little more south, and I don't really see him that hard towards the north. I didn't get anything appreciable towards the north. What do you think? Try Minnetrista, or should we try to go east or west to see if we can bracket him in? What do you think, Gary? Well, west would be McCullough Park. I'm sorry, no. West would be. There's nowhere really we can go north. No. And the next thing that would make sense to be almost either Northwest Plaza or like New York and Bethel.
You know what you could do?
What's that?
Since we've stood here for 2 minutes, it's only going to be about 2 minutes more. Snap your attenuator in.
Okay. You want to stay put and try it again?
Yeah.
That might make some sense. Plus, we got a tiny bit of dry. Okay.
Find me and come find this spot. K9HMX for the Muncie Foxhunt, and I'll see you at 10:25.
You got him which way? Okay. That concurs with what I had last time. Got him on the TDOA array. Yep, that's exactly what I got. Let's go. Okay, I had him pretty much pointed right at Amazing Joe. Yep, that concurs with exactly what I had both times. From the last position and this position, that concurs exactly with it. So we are looping around the odd sculpture here at Minnetrista, and I'm going to go right down the Ball Road and pop out over by Amazing Joe's. Now there is, I had him more west than I did south, but Toohey Park kind of looks juicy, but that doesn't concur with our initial bearings going straight north. and where we are does, and Amazing Joe's does. So I've got 10:33, so we've got about 2 minutes here. Okay, so we need to make a snap decision here. I'm going to take a left heading south on Wheeling.
Okay.
I don't see any reason to go unless he's at that Emerson Dog Park, which would mean going straight on Neely Forbidden, but we can get to it from over there. We're either looking at Amazing Joe's or we have to get in the neighborhood a little bit.
Well, what's closer?
Amazing Joe's, and we're down to a minute and we're turning now. So yeah, let's do Amazing Joe's, but I have a suspicion about the Emerson Dog Park. It used to be the old Emerson Elementary School a long time ago. It's in the neighborhood right near all the frat houses and stuff, just immediately off to our right to the west. We're crossing Salvation Army now, coming up on Amazing Joe. Now we've got the river right next to us, but
Yeah.
okay, so let's try Amazing Joe. It's either that or the Muncie Liquor parking lot. I'm saying here. Bumpy, bumpy. Okay, we are here, and I don't see, I mean, we're surrounded by buildings, but I don't see anything obnoxiously metal.
Yeah.
So we can go with that. All right, hats popped. Let's see what we got.
In HMX for the Muncie. Hunter, who's about ready to start looking for the microfox, who has talked to me, and he knows somewhere in this area is a microfox. The microfox is going off a lot more often than I am. It's CW, and I think it's only
Yep,
got like
I've got him straight that way.
12 seconds away, so it runs very often.
The way this
but
one
it's
works
very low
is
power
it
into a little dummy
tells the
load.
difference between the two,
That's
and when
like
they're
a-
the same distance, the tone goes
I'm
away.
really annoyed right now because
Yep. Directly west-northwest, like about there is what
about
it
what I got.
is. Okay, pop her in, let's roll. That's kind of back towards the dog park. It's just, the dog park is really close, and at 45 watts, you ought to start swamping us pretty soon. Off to your left on the other side of the street is, which is south, is the dog park, and it's surrounded by shoulder high chain link. You're pointed right at it, just so you know.
The microfox. Hidden here, broadcasting CW near me. And this is the time where we got one person on foot starting to search for it. Usually takes us about an hour and a half, something like that, to get all the hounds to find it. Here
Okay, he's close.
So, he is searching for it. It's running CW, and it's running my call sign, stroke Deacon, K9 HMX stroke C, and he's searching for it. So it is here nearby me, and he's probably waiting for me to finish up this transmission because it's the same frequency.
I had 2 bearings. Both of mine disagreed with you, Tony. But see, if you were getting the weakest signal facing where you are, Tony, that means that the transmitter's behind you. Because the whole way body shielding works is your body is in between the transmitter and that. So yeah. Okay, that concurs with what Tony did, considering that his back was pointing more or less your direction. And I had 2 nulls on the TDOA, exactly where you're pointing, and then this way directly west. Not hearing him at all. I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. Oh well, that's important. Tell you what.
What are you hearing?
Hear nothing. Not a peep.
I wonder if he's changed power.
I don't think so. Let's raise him on the radio. See what he says. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, see, that's right back. You're pointed west-northwest. Yep. Well, you're pointed right at.
I need to see how you did that. 'Cause that's the thing. That's what I bought.
Drew would be the guy to ask, but yeah.
Is that Drew's?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Drew's.
That's it. I mean, I bought this case yesterday.
Yep. See, he went with 3/4 inch. I went with 1/2 inch. I'm rethinking the. But I like that one. Let me pop the trunk there. I'm going to call Drew, and we'll see. Okay. K9HMX, KB7ZGB.
ZGB, go ahead.
Okay, 2 things. First, Rob Morey may have to bail from the game. He's got his children with him, and it's less than desirable conditions, and they might have to bail. So just want to advise of that. The other one is, I got to admit, Gary, Tony, and I are a little flummoxed. Imagine Brian found you, though, no?
The Microfox was found at about 10:47 a.m., so just a few minutes ago, yes. The winner has been cracked.
Well, that's just great. That's wonderful. Very happy to hear that. At this point, we are getting highly conflicting things. And so if we're actually almost to clue time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we did, and then you can tell us if we're off or hot or not, and if we're totally flummoxed, then maybe throw something at us. Okay, so from the get-go, we had you straight north, and then we basically had you bracketed more or less between Minnetrista and over to like Amazing Joe's, Toohey Park, that direction, and we had you back and forth between. We tried Central High School, you were not there, or at least we did not see you. We're now on Derby Hill, and Gary has you west-northwest of us, and with 45 watts, I would say you're not entirely powerful, but that's where you are, and we're standing on Derby Hill. So if we're totally flummoxed, that's where we're at. We might either get a hot or cold or a clue, and sounds like Rob's probably going to have to bail. What do you think?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the winner's been crowned, and he's already shown me that it's, oh shoot, I think he spent 20-something minutes just searching here. So,
wow.
Due to the weather and stuff, I would be okay with telling you where I am, because there's a whole nother game when you get here. Is that a crazy idea?
Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing that. I say let's go for it. Rob's going to have to bail. If it's going to be challenging to that degree on site, he's got little kids who need to get out of the weather, so he's going to withdraw. And yeah, we'll head to your position and do the rest on foot. Yeah.
Good. Then please join me at Westside Park. At the main entrance near the restrooms and playground.
Nope.
At Westside
Oh my
Park.
God.
Getting a hell of a request to get going then.
So we'd be out here till next week looking for you if you're there. All right, we're en route. We'll see you there in a little bit. KB7ZGB. Boy, we would have never guessed from here. Congrats, Brian. No, good job, man. Yep. Let's put that in here. Paper clip for the win. I'm telling you. First thing we did was we ran to, we heard you downtown, and we didn't hear much picket fencing, so we figured you were not east or west of us, so we just kept going, and we were headed basically for the Orchard Market or Centennial, and we tried both of those, and didn't work for nothing. Have you heard it yet? Have you guys even heard it?
I barely caught it.
I haven't even gotten a sniff of it.